Dundee, Ali's trainer right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
Well, guys, it finally happened. SSENSE filed for bankruptcy. And I mean, this could take a good or bad turn for the company, but let's just say I am slightly, possibly, physically, emotionally distraught, I can say, because SSENSE is the main site that I shop on for anything. When I want to discover new brands, when I want to just afterpay a purchase on my credit card just because I can, or if I just want to find a nice deal for a luxury or high fashion product instead of going to Saks or Neiman Marcus. SSENSE bankruptcy shocked me way more than Farfetch, because Farfetch, I'm sorry if you're watching this or if we ever have any like paths that we cross in the future, but you burned me twice. And while I am a forgiving person, I mean, come on, the first time was in around like 2018. You just wouldn't accept my card. I don't know why you wouldn't accept my credit card payment. I don't know if your site was down at the time, but you never accepted my card. And that is honestly how I found SSENSE, because SSENSE was the next place that sold it. That's crazy. So SSENSE had my back. And then the second time I tried to order the Solomon, Maison Margiela, Mary Jane's, you guys lost my package. But anyway, this video is not about you. I just started going off into a tangent because I'm hurt. Grandma, I'm not mad. Grandma, I'm just hurt. And because I'm hurt about SSENSE filing its bankruptcy, maybe I'm just taking out that frustration on other companies. But you will be mentioned again later on in this video. Just remember that. 99.99% of the reason that SSENSE filed for bankruptcy was because of Trump's administration policies. I know. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on here in America, but this is what's going on. Trump's administration trade policies imposed a 25% tariff on goods imported from Canada. Since most of SSENSE's customers are in the United States, that decision cut directly into their business model. But to understand why this hurts so much, we first need to look at what SSENSE was, why it mattered, and how it rose so high before crashing out. On the surface, SSENSE was just a Canadian luxury and streetwear retailer, but to its customers, it was something much bigger. SSENSE started at a time when luxury fashion refused to sell online. Most high-end brands thought e-commerce would cheapen their image. SSENSE believed the opposite. They saw the internet as the future of luxury shopping, which kind of makes sense because I remember a lot of the times you had to go in store or just have a hookup in general just to get your hands on a certain product. Like, that's how exclusive luxury was. And when the internet came, everything became super accessible. That's why nothing really feels like luxury anymore if everybody can get it. Most high-end brands thought e-commerce would cheapen their image. SSENSE, on the other hand, believed the opposite. They saw the internet as the future of luxury shopping, and their formula worked. On one page, you could find Prada and Gucci. On the next, you might discover Rick Owens, Maison Kitsune, or an underground designer no one had heard of yet. That mix of heritage brands with edgy newcomers made SSENSE feel like fashion's insider's secret. But SSENSE was not just a store. Their website read like a magazine. Long essays, artist interviews, cultural commentary. It was not only about buying clothes. It was about buying into an identity. Shopping on SSENSE felt like stepping into a cultural universe, not just a checkout cart. And I'm not trying to age myself, but SSENSE feels like Tumblr with e-commerce attached to it. Like, their social media team did so well at marketing to fashion enthusiasts. Almost everything feels super relatable. You literally feel like you're living in a community where people understand you, and honestly, that's what it's all about. Fashion is all about identity, and when you find a community that perfectly represents your morals and personal styles / self-reflection, I mean, what more could you ask for? You're literally home. And because of this storytelling gave them authority. SSENSE was not following trends. They were creating conversations around them. That made the brand magnetic for a generation obsessed with authenticity and culture. In 2018, SSENSE made its boldest move with the opening of its flagship in Old Montreal, designed by architect David Chipperfield. It was not just a store. It was futuristic, architectural, and almost museum-like. People did not just shop there. They experienced it. Then in 2021, SSENSE hit its peak. A major investment from Sequoia Capital pushed its valuation to over $4 billion. Just think about it. You and your siblings say to yourselves, hey guys, I think we should make like a place where we can make high-end and underground brands have one place to live. And let's just put it on the internet and see if it goes off. And the next thing you know, 10 years later, it's valued at $4 billion. I would file for bankruptcy too. You're not stealing my stuff. But success in fashion is fragile. In 2023, Essence laid off nearly 8% of its staff, froze promotions, and scaled back new projects. Inside the company, morale sank, and outside the company, their biggest market, the United States, was pulling back, causing sales to drop by almost 30%. And the constant discounts that once drew shoppers began to backfire. Customers expected markdowns, margins evaporated, and Essence's aura of exclusivity started to fade. Still, the real knockout blow came from the outside. In 2024 and 2025, U.S. trade policy imposed new import duties, sometimes as high as 35%, on goods entering from Canada. The duty-free loophole that Essence had relied on was eliminated. For a company where more than half of all sales came from the U.S., this was devastating. Suddenly, their business model collapsed, and by the summer of 2025, Essence had no choice. They filed for bankruptcy protection in Canada under the CCAA. Let's get this clear. Bankruptcy does not always mean that is the end of a company. It can be, and it also cannot be. In this case, creditor protection gives Essence a pause button. It allows them to restructure debt and attempt to survive without being immediately dismantled by lenders. But make no mistake, it is a sign of crisis. And Essence is not the only one. See, this is where you come in, Farfetch. Remember in the beginning of the video when I said I was going to mention you again? No hard feelings if we end up working together one day. I'm just saying. Farfetch was once the global giant of luxury e-commerce, and it collapsed in 2023 after overexpansion and mounting losses. It was eventually sold off in a rescue deal and stripped of its independence. And that is the main reason why I am scared about Essence selling when it comes to bankruptcy, because it's going to be stripped of its independence and a whole lot of things are going to change. It's like someone placing their soul in your body. They don't know what's going on. If it works, I mean, hey, cool. It kind of makes me feel invalidated. Like, dang, I can't make my own body work. It's like Freaky Friday. If you've seen Freaky Friday, it's like Freaky Friday. Essence's situation is different though. Unlike Farfetch, Essence is more about tariffs rather than reckless spending. But the similarity is clear. Both show how unstable luxury e-commerce can be. Even billion-dollar companies with cultural influence can collapse almost overnight. I mean, Rome fell, didn't it? I mean, if Rome can fall, who says that Essence can't fall? Like, let's be for real right now. So what does Essence's story mean? It means that influence, cultural clout, and even billions in valuation cannot protect the company from harsh economics. But Essence's impact is undeniable. It gave underground designers a global stage. It made luxury feel accessible in a digital age and redefined how we shop for fashion, blending commerce with culture in a way that feels effortless. Bankruptcy may change the future of Essence. It may restructure. It may resell, and it may disappear, because Essence is not just a website, and for an entire generation of fashion lovers, it is the essence of what fashion online can be. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I really hope that you give it a like, comment, even thumbs up. Give me your opinion about what you think Essence is going to be in the future. I think that it's still going to stand. It's just going to probably lose its independence 9 times out of 10, because the economy is not changing anytime soon, and it seems like these tariffs aren't changing anytime soon as well. But I could be wrong. I am literally just living second by second. We will see. That's all we can do, right?